So first, we're going to go to the Data tab. We're going to add a new data type, which is going to be saved images. And then we're going to create a new field, which is just going to be named image. And it's going to be an image type here. And we're going to create it. And that's all we need to do right now. So we just have our saved images, and we're going to save the image there to the database. So then let's go back to our designer. And what I want to do is just add a button. I'm going to search for a button, put it below that image, and let's just say save. So just be a simple button there. I can also add under layout, collapse when hidden, uncheck so it's not visible on page load. And then what I can do is add a condition when the image generates. So the page's custom state is not empty. So when there is an image here, we will show, the element is visible. So we will show this button. So that's a really helpful thing to do, to know how to do to hide and show elements based on different conditions. Okay, so what we can do is if we hit save, we can add a workflow. We can create a new thing. That new thing can be a saved image. And what we can do is the image equals the, what it is, we can go to the page name, which is image generate, the image URL, and then that's it. So Bubble will save that image from that image URL. And one thing to note is those URLs that are generated from OpenAI expire in an hour, which is why here we're saving the image, saving it as an image here instead of just saving that URL. Because we have to save it to our Bubble database. Okay, and then below, what I want to do is show those images that are saved. So what I can do is, why don't I just take that response group, copy it, and put it below. I'm also going to go to that page itself, go to layout, and have minimum height as 1500, just so it's a little bit taller here. And then what I'm going to do is change that text to saved images. I'm going to just open it up, change response group copy to saved images group. I'm going to delete the spinner by right-clicking on them. I'm going to delete the button save. And for image, I'll delete that as well. Let's just start from scratch. So we're going to search for a repeating group. A repeating group is what you use to display data from the database. I'm going to uncheck fixed number of rows, make min height of the row, let's just keep it at 100 for now. Under layout, we'll make it a column layout. This is making it responsive, so it works on all screen sizes and is easier to design with. We'll uncheck fixed width, min width of 0. And we'll keep min height at 350 for now. That's fine. Okay, and then we'll search for images. An image, we'll drag that in. And you want to make sure that it's inside the repeating group there. And what we'll do is it'll be a dynamic image, which will be, well, actually, before we do that, we need to go to the repeating group. And the type of content is a saved image, because that's the name of the data type that we created. And then for data source, we're going to do a search for saved images. And if we want, we could say where created by, I'm going to go back to that repeating group. Where created by equals current user. Now, even though we never actually created accounts, what's cool is that Bubble creates a temporary account for users just based on their cookies on their browser. So what we can do is say created by equals current user, and then also if you then added a button later on to create an account, it would automatically be saved to that user, so they could start using it without an account and then create an account to save those images to their account and associate it with their email. So we're going to do created by equals current user for now, but if you didn't want to do that, you could just save the images and they would show for everyone. Okay, so we have our image below inside of our repeating group. The dynamic image is going to be current cells, saved image, and then it's going to be the image. So the saved image is image, because that's what we titled it. And we can keep everything else the same for now. All I'm going to do is under that image, at a margin bottom of 50. Okay. So this is just a very simple implementation of this for saved images. And I'm just going to quickly, under saved images, go to appearance and change that to a heading 6. Same for generated image. I'm going to change that to a heading 6. And let's go back to our app and click preview and see if this worked. So the first thing we need to do is create a prompt. So I'm going to say, how about a dog playing golf? And let's generate it. So just give it a second here. All right, so here's an image of our dog playing golf. And let's say I like this one and I want to save it to my account. So let's go ahead and click save. And there we go. Now our saved image is now saved to our account here, which is pretty cool. So let's generate another image. Let's say a dog playing golf with a mouse. And let's see what is generated here. All right, here we go. So we've got another image, and let's say I like it and I want to save this one as well. I can click save, and then if I scroll down, here we go. We have both images here in our repeating group. So it worked. We have the functionality built out. Obviously, there's a lot more we could do with it, with the design as well. But from a basic standpoint, it is all working correctly. So let me go back. I'm just going to make a couple quick design changes to that repeating group. I'm going to remove the separators and then also go down to border style and say none. So I like to remove those for the repeating groups that I create. But again, you can do that and play around with it. And there's other tutorials on No-Code MBA in Bubble where you can learn more about styling and learning how to build on this in more detail. Cool. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any questions, just let me know.